Hi guys, welcome to Gardening with Dave. Here at the allotment again, squinting in the sunshine. Lovely day, it's probably about 24-25 degrees, but apparently the weather's going to change later this week. Storms and rain and all sorts, so using this opportunity to catch up on a few bits down here in the leek area, and they seem okay. The single ones spaced further apart, definitely bigger than the singles closer together, and the clumped ones somewhere in the middle. They seem quite happy, but something has been attacking the leaves, look, mining into them, but hopefully it's just the top leaves, and the actual bit you eat down the bottom is still fine. Check out the golden chard there, looking very happy. So yeah, things are winding down to a degree here. Some of the winter things are still in and doing okay, but a lot of the stuff is getting cleared out. Potato area cleared. I still need to dig up the potatoes here, but I've de-weeded it all, dug up half of it. Over here is where I'm putting some of the winter onions and another row of carrots, an autumn variety. Some of the carrots look like they're popping up, but not spotted any of the onions yet. These onions, you grow them over the autumn and winter, and then in the spring they're all ready to go. They're quite happy, but it's hard to tell them apart from the grass that's popping up, so I'll let them get a bit bigger. That's definitely a carrot there, and another, whereas this thing's grass. But no point weeding now, there's too much risk of damaging the little seedling, so keep watering it, let it grow on. What have we learnt this year? Well, we've learnt that the brassica net has been a win. It's been excellent, but I think I need a bigger one, or maybe two. I think I probably tried to get a bit too much in there, and it got a bit cramped, but the cauliflower, the broccoli, it's been amazing. The kale down the far side is currently doing very well, and picking that should stay healthy right through the winter, so it's quite hardy, so I'll be able to pick that for quite some time. And also took a few sprouts home the other week for the Sunday lunch, so that was cool. Some of them are very happy, and others hopefully will be happy by Christmas and we'll have plenty, so that's all good. What else we learned? Oh, the fruit cage behind me wasn't substantial enough. In fact, next year I think I'm going to have to make it a bit more solid. Spend half my time repairing it and replacing it, but all good. Over here in the courgette area, you can see a lot more of the mud and a lot less leaf than in weeks and months gone by. Some of them have died away, but some of them are still happy and still producing, so that's cool. A couple of the yellow balls variety are doing well, and there, look, nice green leaves. The dark normal green ones down the back are quite happy, but some of the other varieties have had their day, but that's all good because I've eaten a fair few courgettes this year. A little bit of a break wouldn't go amiss. Butternut squashes, I've already harvested probably about 8 or 9, but this one plant, this is still alive. It's got a couple trailing around, and that beast in there, happy days. The summer squash wasn't very happy this year, produced some very strange looking fruit, but never mind, try again next year. And as for things we've learnt with the courgettes, probably a few too many of similar varieties, so next year maybe some different varieties but less of each, maybe 2 of each instead of 4, but that's all good. Tomatoes still producing tons of crop. Look at these ones, red ones. I'm about to pick some of these, hopefully that will help the green ones ripen. Still loads of green ones on here, but I've been harvesting loads, and we learn about the tomatoes. This frame has been very good, but probably could have done with being a bit taller. A lot of these bent down and touched the ground again, and I've been lifting them up and propping them over. But yeah, so maybe next year, it won't be here, I'm going to move it somewhere else, but maybe next year make it a bit taller. That'll probably help. The beans, they've all been dug up now. They were very successful though, so next year I'm going to grow a fair few more of those, maybe get some different varieties. The French beans, they were lovely. Got loads of them in the freezer, which is a bonus. Runner beans, they've come to the end of their life pretty much. Not eating very many of those, but there were some very long, nice pods. So I've saved the seeds from those extra long pods, and I'll grow them next year. And fingers crossed the show will be on next year. I can have a stab at longest bean competition, which I've not had any joy in to date. So that's good. All of my other crops, been weeding recently across all these rows. Carrots have been going very well. I've been just pulling these as and when we need them. They're good. Salsify, it's a weird one this, I've never grown it before, but apparently you don't harvest it till sort of November time, and I mean it does look alive. I've had a dig down and there's not a great deal going on. It's supposed to be like looks like a brown carrot basically. Never grown it before, but give it another month or two and then I might start digging it up, see what's going on. Parsnips, lovely row, this is very happy. And I've had some of these out, look, big hole there. Had one for Sunday lunch the other week and that was delicious. Sizable thing as well, so that's good. Can harvest these again. These are great parsnips because you leave them in the ground and they just gradually get bigger and bigger, but they taste better after a frost, so there's no issues there, whereas some things don't do very well with frosts. Carrots, some carrots, things like that, but we shall see. Here, another row, this is where we had our turnips, if you remember, and they all got attacked, weren't very happy. But I weeded this whole section and then put in some mooli. It's like a radish, big long white radish. Eat it with sushi and stuff like that. And it's a very rapid grower. Popped up within like 2-3 days of sowing it. But look, it appears to have been attacked by a similar beetle to the turnip. But we shall see how that gets on. What we've learned about turnips, and apparently now radishes, is we need to net them. So we need to get more of that fine mesh net that we used on the brassicas, because these are kind of the same family as those anyway. Maybe have two areas, one for cauliflower and broccoli and that sort of thing, sprouts, and another one for radishes, turnips, Swedes. I'm going to crack turnips and Swedes next year. I've not managed it so far, but that's the plan. Beetroot's quite young, they went in quite late and they seem happy, they're growing. Our Swiss chard, looking lovely, rainbow chard. Some of those have gone to seed and I've pulled them up, but there's plenty left, and that's another one that will keep growing through the winter, so that's cool. These are the beetroots that I put in a lot earlier, and they're all swelling nicely, and I'll pick those as and when we use them. Look at the size of that fella. It's like a light one, it's a multicoloured variety, so you get yellow and white, pink, all sorts. So they're good. A row of spinach, another hardy one that I can pick through the winter. Our asparagus forest, which has come on very well. All look pretty healthy, and can't wait till next spring to start tasting some of that. That'll be good. A few leeks in here are doing okay, not yet weeded. Our late sown spring onions are very happy, and again just picking these and eating these as we need them. And another row of carrots that are planted later, and they're coming on very well, pretty well as well. Look. Happy days. A lot closer together, and That might lead to small carrots, but I'm in no hurry to get them out of the ground because I've got all the other ones. So I'll let them grow on. I did take some up from here, a little clump, and they were a fair size, even though I'd not thinned them out. That's all good. And another row of leeks, probably the best leeks. These ones aren't getting attacked like the other ones over there are. It's just less of them, that's all. But no matter, should get plenty. So yeah. What else we got? Oh, the peppers. Another thing we've learned. Let's get rid of the glare. Another thing we've learned is that peppers grow quite well outdoors as well as in the greenhouse. A bit later on, so I figure next year get them in the ground quicker and sow them earlier, maybe February or something like that. Get them in the ground quicker outside and hopefully get a lot more. I mean, they're still producing some decent size peppers. I cleared a load of them off recently, similar to the tomatoes. If you clear them, clear the ripe ones, you've got more chance of the smaller unripe ones coming on, so that's good. These jalapeno bushes have been amazing. Got tons off of there, and like these were maybe a third the size only a couple of weeks ago, so picking all the right ones, that seems to have worked. More on that one, some little ones. So that's all good. That's probably it. Can't think of anything else. Down here, all good. One winter project is going to be to get the water tank up a height, ready for next summer. In the hot weather, make watering easier because it's that's been the hardest thing. We get very dry summers these days, and there's a whole lot of water in, taking like an hour and a half in the worst time, you know, in the hottest time, just to water everything. Cut that down a bit with the pedal pump and siphoning. Oh look, up here to be siphoning a bit too much. It's got to the top. That'll probably do, I reckon. So yeah, project for the winter. Sort out the watering for next year. All good. There's probably a couple of things to chat about in the greenhouse. So cool. Things are winding down in the greenhouse too, it would seem. But this melon is very wound down. Not very happy at all. I think, oh look, there's a bug having a nibble. I think if we're going to grow melons, we need to get in a bit earlier. Get them going sooner, so they've got a longer season. That one just hasn't had long enough, I don't think. Some of the aubergines still going, still getting some flowers and still some fruit growing. Hopefully with the greenhouse keeping a bit of a higher temperature, we might be able to ripen up some of these and get a few more. One at the back there doesn't look too happy, but hey ho. A lot of the peppers are coming to the end of their season, but it is creating a bit more colour. Look at those orange ones over the back, and some of these going red. This is Olu's fizzy drinks bottle one, and check out the lovely red colour of that. That's cool. And over here, RKN, and they're all going red nicely, so that's all good. This is a KN at the back, and he's very happy. Some of them starting to go red, but it's prolific. I don't think we'll be short of chilies for the winter, which is cool. Some padrons, probably one more harvest of padrons. Some good ones at the back there to come, which is cool. And there's King Padron here, look. He's got some still going. I wonder if they're going to be super hot like the other ones were. And our tomatoes still producing some, but definitely not as happy and as green as they used to be. So all good though. few cooker melons still coming. Outside, please excuse the messy nature of the raised bed. Need to get in here and weed it, but had all the corn off this year. That went very well. That's all dying back now, and same as at the allotment, I will cut that, trample it all down, and then cover this bed, make it all neat for the winter, keep all of the nutrients from the weeds and from the dead plants that have grown, keep that in the soil, and stop any more weeds growing back. But check out this fella in that bed. One of our mystery ones turned out to be a butternut squash, and check it out, this is one plant, so it comes around here and along into the garden, onto the lawn. Another branch of it comes out and round, and another branch goes all the way along the back. It's coming around here, and that has got lots of butternuts growing on it too. There's one that's already gone manky. But some good ones on there too. Oh, look at that one. Happy days. It's a beauty. Lots more. So hopefully you won't want for butternut squashes through the winter, which is cool. The grapes over the back there, I've had a fair few grapes off of that, but turns out they're tiny and got big pips. So they are bigger than they were last year though, so maybe as it establishes we will get bigger grapes and smaller pips. That would be the ideal. Fruit trees, had all the things off of these now. The apples, couple off that one, a fair few off of this one. Use that to make some lovely chutney, tomato and chili chutney, casunda I think it was called. It was very nice. And pears, tried one of these yesterday, and they're the best this plant's ever been. This is a very lucky plant actually, because very lucky tree, because it didn't do anything for 3 years, and I was about ready to oik it out and put a different one in, but then it kind of came to life, and this has been its best year. So I keep testing to see whether they're ripe, but I had one yesterday, it was delicious. See this orange spot that it's got. Pear trees can be a bit fickle, a bit prone to diseases and things like that. Well, this is a disease, rusty spot thing, but doesn't really affect the fruit so much, and in theory dies off over winter, but it comes back every couple of years. Hey ho, all good. Oh, one other cool thing, our fig tree. Now all the leaves have fallen off, but had lots of green figs growing on it, and now it appears they've started to swell and ripen. Look at that fella, another one down there. So that's cool. At the moment we're getting figs every other year, something like that. So that's cool, happy days. That's probably about it. Not done the show, village show, no, Dave's virtual show this week, so you've probably got another week to send in any photos you've got of any fruit and veg you've grown. That'd be great, and probably do a virtual veg show special. So cool, send them in, that'd be great. Okay, take care, bye.